week at Business at Breakfast, one of the members gets the opportunity to share with the group further insights into their business or enlighten the group a little bit more about themselves. The members can use the time to problem solve or seek assistance from the group as a collective. The time is theirs to use however they would like. Every now and then I don't have speakers lined up because I wait to see who turns up. And honestly, I kind of just think of someone out there thinking, oh God, I need to catch up with that person. I need to catch up with that person. And then they inevitably turn up and I think, oh, well, actually that serves two purposes. So it's wonderful that you've turned up today, Caroline. And what's really funny is about you turning up is one, as I had the speaker spot available, been thinking of you this week. And a number of people, like Jeff said, oh, and you'd have to go see Caroline for that. And then somebody else in their pitch said, oh, see, Caroline does that. And then, so your name has been mentioned a number of times. So since I asked at the beginning how many know Caroline, and it was less than half, it was more than half didn't know you. I thought, well, here's the opportunity since your name keeps showing up. I thought maybe you could tell us about the For My Card. So just quickly about Carolyn Williams. She's from Tybee Island over in America. So that's on the east coast of America, North Carolina, South Carolina.
Georgia.
Georgia. All right. So Georgia. All right. Nowhere near there at all. But it's on the east coast. It kind of is, but compared to California. So it's on that side. It's below New York. That much I know. It sits above Florida. That much I know. All right. You network, a bit of a networking queen. You wander around everywhere. We've been missing you because of the time zone change. So really with that, time's ticking. I'm going to let you tell us more about the cards. You've got a few minutes, but then we'll ask questions. So go for it.
Thank you. I have, Miss Jalda. Thank you. That's very, very nice. This is a great, I've been speaking about you and showing your books because Misty was the first author to use her QR code on her book, which makes her books that people can pick it up in 10 years and they will have what's happening in Misty's life today. And so it'd be super current. So it's a great way for people to also use the QR code as a downloadable art file on the platform. So people that are buying print advertising, put the daggone QR code on there because that keeps that ad. I keep back issues of the Beachcomber, our local little magazine. And that, you know, people that have their For My Card and their QR code, when our guests are in our guest room, they can look, it's going to be the current menu, not the one from 5 years ago. I keep the issues with my friends on the cover. So it's kind of, you know, sentimental. This is a family owned and operated business. We've been in the graphic arts business for almost 40 years. And that's why what sets us apart is that it looks like the printed branded business card, the front and the back. I was at an in-person networking meeting about a week ago. And the woman said, oh, I have a digital business card. And she showed it to me. And all of a sudden she was there and it was a video and she was talking and it was a sales pitch straight on. So it's a little bit off-putting. They're accustomed to accepting your business card and keep the brand, right? You chose those colors and that nice looking font. So that the other thing that when we decided to do this was let's make it cost less than a box of printed business cards. So that is kind of it in a nutshell. I am trying to connect with larger companies because looking at the savings, some of these organizations, it opens up, they can hire more people. They can give a bonus to the person that brought For My Card to them in a way to save money. And everyone they know has their business card ready. Because I don't know about y'all, but most of the referrals I make are when you're sitting on the beach and then people say, hey, who do you know that? And that's how those, you know, so if everyone had your business card ready to go, then they would be able to be sharing it, keep it and share it, right? Remember there was a commercial in the 70s about, and so on and so on. I'll tell two friends and they'll tell whatever. So that's the idea of For My Card. It helps people have a web presence that might not have all of the money to get everything done as soon as they decide to go into business. But the first thing that people usually buy are their business cards.
It's the business cards, right? So I'll quickly share my screen and I'll show you my For My Card, right? Mine's super simple, right? So here it is, business card on one side. There you go. So it's got my contact details, nice and easy. So just a picture of my business card. That's how I've done it. And you can share it card with a text or via email. There's a QR code just here, but this is what I love. Well, one is a YouTube I hadn't even realized that was there. So when people go into my QR code, this all shows up. They can go straight to YouTube over here and click on that, and that goes straight to my channel. All right, so
Oops,
I've
gotta fix
broken
something.
something. It will go straight to my channel. So clearly I've broken
Okay.
something, so I'm going to go fix that. That's perfect though. But if because now I know, but then I go down here and it's the same with these other links just here. So if we go down here, all of these links lead to something. So this one actually, let's assume I've done this one right. I haven't done it for a while. No, I've actually broken something in YouTube at the moment. So don't worry about that one. Let's go here. My book sales. Here it is. It just goes straight to the link to buy one of my books. So notice I don't have a website, but this For My Card now acts as my website. So I can get my sales come straight through here. I can advertise other people. So this is Noah's piano teacher. He did a telegram for my mom after my dad died. And I'll just pause that. But he did a telegram for my mum. And so now I keep that. So it's nice and easy for me to find. But it also advertises Lincoln and what he does as well. So you can really have fun doing whatever you like with your For My Card. It's not going to come up again. I've got computer issues. But you can really have fun playing with your For My Card and what are the links that you want people to find about you. The thing I really like about the For My Card is the fact that the email address and the phone number shows up very easily. And a lot of the others, like Linktree looks good, but I find that when I go through someone's Linktree and I click it, I can't access their email address easily and I can't access their phone number easily. All the other links are great, but they don't know that you can't see it and that it doesn't open up. Whereas on the For My Card, there's no choice. It will always open up. Kathy, you've got your hand up?
Thank you so much, Misty, for having Carolyn as our speaker today. And thank you, Carolyn, for a dynamic speaking opportunity. I love my For My Card. My QR code is actually my water drop, so I absolutely love that. Can you share a little bit about our analytics, which means how many times have people come to my For My Card? And I believe there is also an affiliate link.
That's right. Yes. And if I know you and you want to really get crazy with affiliate link, instead of 5%, which is right off the bat, it's for anyone, we can change it to 42%. So that's a nice thank you back. We really appreciate that. Pays out at 117 or more. And there was a gentleman that called us a few years ago now, and he said, Carolyn, I think I'm going to cancel that For My Card. I got it. I forgot about it. And I don't really use it unless you can tell me why. And I said, well, did you look at your analytics? And what are you talking about? Well, there are over 1,300 unique visitors to his digital business card. And he didn't do anything. He just shared it right away. So that meant other people were talking about him and sharing his business card for him. And he's like, well, forget it. For $70 a year, if I can get to 1,000 people that I didn't know before, and they know I'm in the world, I'm keeping it. So he doesn't even effectively use it himself, but his loved ones and his team, they're putting it on social media and doing and that sort of thing. So thanks, Kathy. Yes, there are analytics. You can create your own group. And guess what happens to your group? So from Misty's breakfast, business at breakfast can have its own group. Anyone that has For My Card can populate that group. The group gets a QR code. The group can put the links to join the meetings, all that kind of the same thing as the individual, but it can do it for a group.
Yeah, nice. I have people say, Misty, do you have a website? I just give them my For My Card link. That's become my website. So there it is over there. And if you go all the way back up in the chat box, you'll notice that I've got my QR code in the chat box. Because see, I can't have it in my background because this is my background. But they're in the chat box. And I find that people tend to go, oh, click that way as well over there in the chat box. One other cool thing, and then we're going to keep moving on. One other cool thing that you mentioned to me a while ago, which I think of every time I take the dogs to the dog park, is another way to use your For My Card QR code is to get it made and put on like a dog tag. So that then when your dog runs off into the middle of nowhere with the QR code, someone can just QR code the dog and then they've got everything they need about you to get hold of you so that then you can get your dog back. So I think that's really cool too, is to put your QR code as the dog tag for the dogs as well. So there you go. Thank you, Caroline. Thank you for being our speaker today, and thank you, audience, for being a part of this with Caroline.